Whoa, wait, before we get into the video, hey, our sponsors, Gens Ace, and we got Tekno right here to include LFR, Let Finger Racing, their awesome bodies, and then we got Dialed RC, my sponsors. All right, give them your big support. Gens Ace, tattoo.com, letfingerracing.com, teknorc.com. Then we got dialedrchobbies.com. Check them out. Place your order. Get those awesome RC needs for your vehicle. All right. Now on to the video. What's up, Pikes Peak RC race news around the nation? It is Robbie here to give you guys the latest and greatest news for what's going on here, near, far, and abroad. And I'll tell you what, you guys, it's going to be a very busy month. And kicking it off, just not too long ago, Matt Kyle just had his Mini Z 128 scale race over there at Faster Laps. And I'll tell you what, congrats to all the podium finishers out there. I was going to make it out there, but I was still kind of feeling groggy a little bit. But I'll make it out to the next one, and I'll get you guys a flyer posted for what goes on for the Mini Z racing, to include his 8 scale racing over there at Ram with Faster Laps. All right, so I'll have that schedule posted here shortly. I'll get with Matt Kyle, and then yeah, we'll get everything situated. All right, then tomorrow looks like Graham's going to do a practice leading all the way up until next week. He's going to kick off his LRC Club Race Series, race number 1, and practice will start on Friday, March 13th. And then Saturday on the 14th, that will kick off the race series. So it looks like I will be there doing some practice, doing some racing and stuff like that, getting some tuning, and then finally talking with Grahm Hill. All right, so again, LRC Club Race Series, race number 1, led by LRC Raceway Garage. Find them on Facebook. Founded by Grahm Hill. All right, but the biggest announcement right now is the St. Patrick's Bonanza. All right, March 27th through the 29th. We're going to cap the end of the month with that, and I cannot wait for this race. This is going to be a very, very big race. We have all the drivers combined from Colorado Springs, farther down south, all around the U.S., hopefully coming down to the TNR Raceway St. Patrick's Bonanza. All right, led by Thomas and Roman. Okay, so again, go ahead, get with those guys. They have their Facebook page, TNR Raceway, and if you guys got any questions going into this event, please hit them up via Messenger or the phone number there that's posted on the Facebook page. Again, that'll be TNR Raceway. All right, but again, March 27th through the 29th, we're gonna have that St. Patrick's Bonanza, and the awards to the top 5 NTQ of each class. And we got some awesome classes for the St. Patrick's Bonanza. We'll have the Pro E-Buggy, the Nitro Buggy, the Nitro Truggy, the Sportsman E-Buggy, the Sportsman Nitro Truggy, the Sportsman Nitro Buggy, Open E-Truggy, Novice, and I'll get into Novice here in a minute. And then we'll have 40 plus Nitro Buggy, 40 plus E-Buggy, and then SCT Do It for David. All right, those will be the classes. Now for SCT Doing It for David, it will be the 10 scale short course trucks. All right, the 10 scale short course trucks, not the big boys here, not these big boys, not these SCT 48s, the Tekno vehicles that Tekno never came out with, or if you Frankenstein one from your other brands, from your Buggy and Truggy, making a short course truck. Hopefully that will be a class that kicks off. But for this St. Patrick's Bonanza, it will be the 10 scale short course truck. All right, so don't forget that. Don't forget that. All right, we will have 3 6-minute qualifiers, 30-minute Nitro mains, Sportsman and Pro, 8-minute electric double A mains. Lower mains will be 20 minutes. Lower electric mains will be 10 minutes. And the novice single 10-minute. All right, and the schedule for March 27th, the 28th, and the 29th, starting off with Friday the 27th, 7 a.m. will be pit setup. All right, then we'll have 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. practice. All right, I highly suggest you guys get out there and do some laps, get used to the track, find that line, find that groove, and find what's comfortable for you of what tires to use. All right, there's going to be many brands of tires, and that'll probably be the biggest thing to the drivability of your vehicle will be the tires. All right, so what tire compound, what tire tread, so on and so forth. Again, you cannot go wrong with your choice, and then getting that practice in so you can see what you need to use. All right, again, that will be 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. practice, then into Saturday, March 28th, 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. We'll have some late arrival practice. For those that didn't practice the day prior, you guys get an hour to practice. Then we'll go into 8:45 drivers meeting, and then 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. qualifying. All right, so with the drivers meeting, again, Thomas and Rome, they'll go over some rules, some things, making sure you're at where you're supposed to be at, where the marshal spots are, so on and so forth. Again, make this go smooth. Make this go smooth. You don't want to get out at like 10 or 11 at night. All right, they got it scheduled for 8 p.m., but it could go longer depending on if we all work together, as we always normally do. All right, as we always normally do. Okay, so again, 8:45 drivers meeting, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. qualifying. All right, so you're going to be qualifying in your respective classes for whatever races you're doing. Okay, so again, you'll get qualified on that day, and then March 29th, Sunday, we will go into the mains. All right, so again, Friday, setup and practice. Saturday, practice, meeting, and qualifying, and then Sunday we will have our mains races. Okay, all right, the entry fees, your first entry will be $60, your second will be $50, and your third will be $30. All right, this does not include the novice. The novice will pay $25. All right, this is our future. These are our future drivers. All right, so again, we'll have our brand new drivers, our young drivers, they'll that never really race and stuff like that competitively, will be in a novice class. All right, so I don't want to see Maldonado, I don't want to see David up in there, David Jor up in there, don't want to see John Carpenter, to include Roman or anybody else that be driving in that cool respective sportsman and above classes. All right, so again, stay out of the novice, leave it for the kids, leave it for those that never driven before or don't have no experience in the 8-scale world. All right, so that will be for the novice. Again, that would be $25 for that class. All right, all other classes, all right, your first, second, and third being 60, 50, and 30. All right, so again, sign up for your respective classes. I get some people that sign up for every single class. You don't want to burn yourself out. Pace yourself. All right, okay, so that will be that for the entry fees. The address will be 855 Rope Horse Point. All right, 855 Rope Horse Point, Colorado Springs, Colorado, 80908. So go ahead, lock in that address. It's in between Colorado Springs, even though it says Colorado Springs, it's in Black Forest, a little bit out of Black Forest, but it's right there in the middle between Denver and Colorado, right? So it's basically right off of 83, and you'll take, I forgot what road that is, and I'll lead you all the way towards the race barn or whatever it is, the horse barn. Okay, so again, that's where the races have always been for TNR Raceway. So the races have always been there. Looks like the owners are very, very cool with Thomas and Roman, and they allow us racers to race there, led by Thomas and Roman. So again, thank you very much for that. All right, there will be some raffles out there. Looks like A-Main Hobbies will have some raffle prizes out there, to include a kit from Team Associated. Now, Team Associated always has some awesome kits coming out. And again, I don't know what kit it is, but again, it should be very awesome for those who ever win it. But again, A-Main will have a bunch of raffles out there. And then if you find me out there, I'll be giving away some of these cool towels. I got some Tekno towels, and I'll have some Pikes Peak RC Race Nudes towels out there for giveaway. If you find me, hey, I'll throw you a towel. All right, so again, some Tekno towels. If you drive Tekno, or if you're a big supporter of Tekno, or you like Tekno, or you just need a rag to clean your vehicle with, I got you right here. So again, if you guys find me, I will have some, I had it upside down. I'll have some rags for you guys. Okay, so come find me. I got plenty. Just hit me up. All right, I'll be walking around. I'll be videographing. I'll be doing some photography. I talked to Roma already, try to get more of the drivers out there, and I'll be doing some talking and some interviews here and there. All right, so that will be my thing. Again, I will still be racing, but again, for more content and getting deep into the drivers, talking with them, getting to know them, and how they got started and stuff. That's always been my biggest thing. All right, so I'm a big supporter of that. Okay, all right, so again, we got those raffle prizes going out along with my little giveaways that I'm handing out to you guys. And then for catering, for food, we'll have Colorado Custom Catering out there. I'm not sure what their menu is. And then we'll also have smoked tamales. Again, that sounds very, very good. So they will be out there throughout the whole entire weekend, from the 27th, 28th, and 29th. And then for those that are bringing RVs, it looks like all the spots are taken up. And if you need something, again, hit up those guys, Thomas and Roman, on the Facebook page, TNR Raceway. All right, so go ahead, look that up on Facebook. The phone number is right there, or you can just send them a message. They always respond and they always pick up. Okay, as long as it's race related, and concerning the St. Patrick's Bonanza, go ahead, hit up Roman and Thomas. Okay, and then we'll have our areas for the pitting. For those that want to pit outside, there's also going to be plenty of pitting on the inside. Again, we'll have the RVs out there. We'll have the trailers with their pit tents, so on and so forth. That will all be outside. There'll be sectioned off areas for those. Again, Rome will have a map out here shortly of how the layout's going to be, where the entrance is, where the catering trucks are going to be, where the pit tents are going to be, where the RVs and the trailers, so on and so forth. All right, so and there'll be designated parking areas, where to park, where not to park. Okay, so be on the lookout. I'll be posting those on the page, and I'll be doing more videos going up to the race day, dealing with the St. Patrick's Bonanza. Okay, so this is my big focus right now, supporting the TNR Raceway guys, Thomas and Roman. Okay, so again, don't forget the schedule. Friday, pit setup and practice. All right, Saturday, late arrival practice, drivers meeting, and we'll have qualifying starting there and ending there. And then on Sunday, March 29th, we're going into the mains. Again, please, driver etiquette. Be at where you're supposed to be at. Make sure you're there on time, to include all our marshals. All right. I know that always kind of ruffles up a little bit feathers with the marshaling, but hey, that what makes the race go smooth when we get our marshals out there and doing what they need to do. Okay, so I'll be out there marshaling. I'll be out there with you guys. Be out there filming and taking pictures and stuff. So again, we're gonna make it super fun. Watching the last race, I was trying to make it to that one, and yeah, ended up on a trip. So again, I saw all the last podium guys, and looking at all our racers out there, Eli May, John, Michael Maldonado, David Jor, Grahm Hill, all those guys were all out there having fun. Gene, hey, and some of those that I haven't even met yet, and I hope to meet you guys. All right, so again, if you find me, I will be outside in the pit area. I'll be on the outside pits. All right, I'll have the blue walls on my pop-up, and then if you guys come find me again, I will give you guys some cool free towels. All right, to clean your vehicle with, to wipe the sweat off, that nervousness, whatever you want to wipe your car with it, whatever. Hey, it is for you guys. All right, for the racers, by the racers. I'm here to support you guys. All right, just like Thomas and Roman with the TNR Raceway. Starting off with the St. Patrick's Bonanza, March 27th through the 29th. I am Robbie with the Pikes Peak RC Race News. We will see you at the next event. All right, again, coming up, LRC Garage, Grahm Hill, starting off his Club Race Series, Race 1, and then going into St. Patrick's Bonanza, led by TNR Raceway with Thomas and Roman. We cannot wait. I will see you guys there. I am Robbie. See you on the next vid.